Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today, as you can tell by the title, we'll be looking at the new Badlion Client 3.0 beta and compare it to the latest version of Lunar Client. Now, this is obviously continuing on the first video I made where I showed my first impressions of Badlion Client 3.0, and this time we're going to be comparing it to Lunar Client and look at a more in-depth review of it. Once the official Badlion Client 3.0 is released, I might update this guide depending on how much changes, but for now, we're comparing the beta version of BLC 3 to Lunar Client. Right, so the first thing we'll be looking at is the Badlion Client launcher. As you can see, the Badlion Client launcher has been updated quite a bit since the old Badlion Client 2.0. It has a much more darker design compared to the old blue-yellow design, which I think is a good improvement. It looks much cleaner. It has neat sliding options for beta, and for Badlion Client 3.0 it has your account. It has a nice settings menu where you can customize your RAM, launcher settings, debug settings, Discord settings, and some other settings. It has these menus at the top: Minecraft version year, Optifine year, social media, stats, everything. I think it is a good improvement of the old Badlion Client 2.0. However, now we're going to be taking a look at the Lunar Client launcher, and as we can see, it can't compare to Lunar Client. Lunar Client looks really nice and clean. It has this big green button in the middle, launch 1.8, ready to launch, and you want to switch menu. There's not a menu like this that it's pretty. There's no smoothness. It's just pretty like roughly made. But when you look at Lunar Client, there's just this menu that pops up. Click this button, and then you see 1.7, 1.8, and they've even added 1.12 recently. Select version. You have all the Lunar, their partnered servers, updates menu, settings menu. It's all very smooth and professional and polished. Badlion Client, I think it's a little poorly made in a way. It's cleaner, but it doesn't feel like it had nearly as much effort put into it as the Lunar Client launcher. And now we're in game. We're going to be looking at the in-game menu. Now, as you can see, Badlion Client does not have the nicest looking in-game menu. This is the Halloween theme. So basically, Badlion Client 3.0 has this really ugly looking theme. Even when you compare it to Badlion Client 2.0, I think Badlion Client 2 it wasn't clean, but it just looked a bit better made. Like with Badlion Client 3, you just have these ugly rectangles with ugly font, ugly logo, and the Halloween theme is a complete joke. I'm not sure why they even made it, and I'm not sure why they haven't removed it yet. But, I mean, it is a bit easy to understand. You have these big buttons here, but look, it doesn't look very nicely made. There's no motion blur, anti-aliasing. It's just rectangles. It doesn't look very professionally made. You have the cosmetics, you have the store, options, language, all this. And an interesting thing they added is the theme manager. If you have Insider, you can make your own theme, or you can use the preset themes, which are the dark, light, and Halloween. So dark theme is probably the best one you want to use. It looks more normal. The light theme, which it's fine, and the Halloween theme, it's a complete joke. I'm not sure why it exists, but it does, and you can customize your own theme right here. So I'll be using the light theme just to have a little look around. Now we're in the Lunar Client menu, and as you can see, it just looks night and day difference. You have the sparkling animated logo in the middle, Lunar Client, and just plain simple text of animated backdrop. Similar, it sort of resembles the Minecraft launcher with the animated background. However, it just looks much nicely made. If you hover the single play button, it's a nice smooth lighting. When you look at the Badlion Client, it's very rough. You have the settings menu. I think this could be improved on a bit better. How it's just stuck here at the bottom, but look, it's very clean. You have your accounts right there. You have the version. You have the cosmetics menu, news menu. You can just look, and it has the regular Minecraft look, the Minecraft settings menu, which I think is good because the Badlion Client trying to make a custom settings menu is just, I don't think it's that well to do. I think it's nice having a little bit of a default feel to it. You have the Lunar Client logo at the bottom left. So again, that's the in-game menu. I think Lunar Client is a clear winner on this one. Badlion Client they have a long way to go to make this look nice. It's cleaner than Badlion Client 2, but it does not look nearly as nice as even Badlion Client 2, and Lunar Client is just really nicely made, and I completely prefer Lunar Client. So we are now going to go in game, and As you can see, I've sort of moved these mods around. I haven't got the nicest looking setup, but well, I've just got something ready so I can show you the differences, something new, anything that happened. So as you can see, in game, this looks very similar to Badlion Client 2.0. In fact, I don't think there is a difference. If there's any difference, it would be that the chat is much worse. In fact, the Badlion Client 3 is default. Actually, no, they have changed it. You can use the regular chat now. However, it's pretty buggy. The new chat, it has some weird things it's not really showing right now. Sometimes you'll find the chat just bugs out. However, this is the beta version, so I'm not going to really penalize Badlion Client for that. I'm very sure it will be fixed in the official version. Now, when we look at the mods, as you can see, Badlion Client 3 has not made nearly any improvement on the mods. They look exactly the same as the old version, and I'm not sure if they will change it when the official version is released. However, the mods look exactly the same. The text isn't even centered, which is why I feel it really is not. This client is not very professionally made. It's not made very well. It's pretty rough around the edges. That's why I feel Lunaclone is a much more polished client in general. However, Badlion Client they haven't really done much in game, and as I go on, you'll see how it hasn't been that much of an improvement of Badlion Client 2.0. So we are now in Lunaclone, and you can just see how it just looks so much better. The mods look better, the text is centered, the text looks cleaner. It doesn't have that rough, bad looking, even the font on Badlion Client, the Minecraft regular font, it's a bit rough around the edges. Lunaclone is nice and smooth, and the mods look nice. You have an option to take out the background, and if you take out the background, you get this nice brackets on the edge. It just looks professional. The mods, you can enable text shadow on them. Badlion Client doesn't even have that. I'm not sure why they don't have that. However, the in-game interface, Lunaclone does a great job at making their mods look clean and polished and well done. So the next thing we'll be looking at is the actual mods and features of each client. So Badlion Client is the winner of this section. Badlion has a large amount of mods. As you can see, I probably couldn't even count it. I can, it'll take me a bit of time. But they just have an absolute ton of mods. Some things like clear water, clear glass, clan wars, chunk borders, item info, item physics, entry blur, MLG cobweb, light overlay, mumble link, name mystery, nick hider, not enough updates. It just has a ton of mods. Like anything you can think of, Badlion Client will have, and obviously that is representative of the audiences that clients are catering to. Lunar is obviously more focused towards the PvP community, which if you're watching this video, you probably are more focused on PvP, which is why I prefer Lunaclone in that measure. But for the average player, Badlion Client is quite good in the fact that it has a lot of mods. If you're playing survival, you have a lot of survival related mods, UHC minimap, things like that. And you have mods like Schematica, which you can use in creative worlds, which is why Badlion Client is really an all-round client. And it even goes as far to say that Badlion supports all the new versions, even some of the snapshot versions of Minecraft. Lunar is working to branch out in that aspect, and I think they will catch up in the amount of mods and in the versions. However, now Badlion Client really has a lot of features, a lot of mods, and they do very well on that regard. Now when you look at features, Badlion Client, their in-game, their mods menu, they have improved on it slightly. You have the graphics tab right here. It's a bit cleaner than before. It's easier to understand. Although I think it doesn't look great, it's easier to understand. It's more sectioned off, and I do prefer it. You look at the menus. You can. I'm just gonna try and find it. Yeah, the mod menu. There is an option where you can move it from the side here into the center, similar to Lunaclone. You can have these filters here of PvP mods, minigame mods, PvE mods. So I think that's good, and I think in the future they'll allow you to make your own sections. You can search for mods here, that's really nice. You have insider related things. Then you have the GUI editor. One thing I still think they need to do is, well, allow you to use arrow keys to move the mods. Like in Lunaclone, you can use arrow keys to precisely move the mods. However, with Badlion Client, you can't really do that. You can do things disable. You have this weird kind of settings mod here where you can do that. I'm not sure, it's a bit weirdly placed, but aside from that, GUI editor, there isn't much to say about this still think they can improve on this, however, it's what it is. We're now going to go into Lunaclone, and as you can see, Lunaclone, they have a nice little settings menu. When you press your GUI button, there's a nice smooth transition into this menu. Lunaclone logo animated pops up. I think it's really professionally done. I think I've said this a lot, but Lunaclone is way more polished, way more well done in my opinion. And even on the mod side, they have quite a lot of mods. They've added a ton of mods since the previous updates. MumbleLink, NetGraph. I don't think Badlion has NetGraph. Don't quote me on that. Auto text, item tracker, saturation, server address, all different types of mods. It's pretty similar to Badlion Client. Badlion still has a lot of very useful mods that Lunar doesn't have, like Nick Hider and Replay mod. However, Lunar has looked towards adding Nick Hider right now, and I'm pretty sure they will branch off to adding Replay mod in the future, so just a matter of time until Lunar catches up. In terms of features, yes, they have a nice mod menu here, filtered by hard, server, mechanics, new mods. Look at your settings. You have your general settings, it's all sectioned off very neatly. Performance settings, controls, waypoints. If you have the waypoints mod, you can have different profiles. I think it's all very easy to navigate, very intuitive, very user-friendly, which is why I really like Lunaclone. When I used Badlion Client, it took me quite a while to set everything up. When you look at this Lunaclone, it's pretty easy to understand. And for the final thing, we'll be looking at a bit of a real-world gameplay test, and we'll have a little bit of a look at the FPS comparison, see how much FPS each client gets. So I'll be playing some duels, and we'll have a look at the FPS and how everything fares up. Alright, we're just going to be looking at some extra features and things I didn't really cover in each of these videos. So I will start off with the fact that Badlion Client is currently the only major Minecraft client with a client-side anti-cheat. Obviously client-side anti-cheats are really the future of Minecraft anti-cheats, and they do a much better job at stopping cheaters compared to server-side anti-cheats like Watchdog or Anti-Gaming Chair. Obviously Lunaclone, if you may have heard that they have discontinued Lunar anti-cheat. This is because they found it was too hard working on it, their whole server, and they've decided to just continue with their client, and they may even stop running their own server very soon. Hopefully they decide to bring back the anti-cheat. However, for now Badlion Client is the only one with the client-side anti-cheat, which is one big positive for Badlion Client. Obviously, when you saw the jewels there, the FPS, you can tell you get much better FPS using Lunaclone. Not much better, but a decent difference. Most people will find that Lunaclone is better, much better for FPS compared to Badlion Client. The new BLC 3 is an improvement for FPS, however, Lunar is superior. The last thing I will be coming to now is which client is the best client for you. And yes, obviously it depends. However, I think I've come to a decision. I'm not partnered with any of these clients. I'm not really that biased. I try to be as unbiased as possible when I made this video. But in all honesty, the best client, the one I would recommend for you to choose is definitely Lunaclone. Lunaclone, it's much cleaner, gives much better FPS. It's a much nicer client. It's very user friendly, very easy to understand and access. In my opinion, its mods look nicer. Its mods are generally better in quality, and while it doesn't have as many mods as Badlion, it doesn't support all the versions. They have said that they are going to try and support 1.16, the new versions, very soon, and they are going to keep adding new mods. And I believe in a few months, the Lunar Client will be basically on the same tier as Badlion Client in terms of mods and even in versions. And this is why I feel Lunar Client, maybe you like having Nikada and replay mod right now, but I feel Lunar Client is the better client right now, and I think as time goes on, it'll definitely become even better. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this client comparison video when the official BLC is released. If there's a big changes compared to the beta, I may make an update video. However, for now, this stands. I believe Lunar is better. I'm using Lunar right now. I have used BLC for quite a while, and I strongly believe Lunar is better for nearly all people, and definitely for most of the people watching this video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, make sure to comment which client you use, which client you prefer, and the reasons why. If you disagreed with the video, I understand. This is my opinion, obviously. I try to be as unbiased as possible. However, if you disagree, make sure to tell me why. And if you enjoyed, these are new types of videos that I haven't really made. I'm trying to branch out my content. If you enjoy this type, please consider subscribing. And that's basically all I have to cover. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.